make ground beef gluten-free quad day pasta with me in under 20 minutes. So good. I was trying to decide what I wanted this series to be called, and I landed on the Hackett's Holistic Kitchen, because it's always going to be holistic nutrition. We're making pasta tonight because it was quad day. I always love a ground beef pasta on quad day, and the noodle doesn't matter, but this week I was craving bow tie. I don't know. So I love this brand. It's called Jovial. It is gluten-free. I don't do very well with gluten, so you can't even tell that it's gluten-free. And then for the sauce, we're gonna do a can of this, and then a can of this. So good. If you live in LA, have you ever been to Rouse? I think that's how you pronounce it. Or I think they also have one in New York. If you have, let me know, because I think I want to hit them up. I want to go. And then I'm going to make ground beef and broccoli. Should I put peppers in there? The water is boiling. I like to put a little bit of this in the water. Just adds more flavor for when the noodles cook. Water is boiled, so we're gonna drop this down to low and cook our noodles for 9 minutes. While my noodles cook, I'm gonna go ahead and make the broccoli. So we just use frozen broccoli. So I'm just gonna snip, 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 cut this off and pop it into the air fryer. And all I put on it is salt. While my noodles are cooking, I'm going to ground the beef in a separate pan so that we can weigh out our noodles versus our protein. Let the pan heat up. I only like to season the ground beef with salt and pepper. You don't need all that extra stuff. Time to check if the noodles are al dente. Oh yeah. Very good. Let's drain these. I have this in the sink, so don't think I'm just pouring my noodles in the sink. So I'm gonna reuse this pan and put the sauce in there and just rinse these noodles off and let it cool off. Let them cool. We're gonna want to weigh out our noodles. So I'm just keeping everything separate. The sauce, the broccoli, the meat, the noodles. Just gonna open this up. The Rouse sauce is great on its own. I just like a little bit of little chunky tomato action. And this specific can adds green chilies, which adds a nice spice that I really like. We're just gonna pour in, keep the heat on medium, and pour in the can of tomatoes. And this is a really big jar, so I'm gonna pour in half of this jar. And Matt and I, that's splattering. So the rest of this will be used next quad day. But Matt and I are really currently turned off by cheese, so we're not having any cheese on top. We had mac and cheese for New Year's Eve, and it was just way too much cheese for us. So now we just don't feel like eating cheese. So I'm gonna put the top on top of this and then just let it simmer. Meanwhile, different spoon, because you don't want to cross-contaminate. Our ground beef is cooking. About 15 minutes. You can make a really nice dinner really quick. It doesn't have to be a whole big thing. And this is just a realistic meal in our house for the off season. I love having food freedom and just keeping the ingredients clean. It's amazing how much better you feel when you just eat in. Like, if we ate the exact amount of pasta at like a restaurant, since they use like harsh seed oils and all that stuff, we would feel so bloated. Like, make it at home. Even a burger. Ooh, I should do a burger next. But let me know what you guys want to see next. Like, for me, my favorite meal of the day is breakfast. I absolutely love breakfast. But this pasta is just amazing after a quad day. Woo! Yes. Okay, so I don't love overcooked red meat. I don't know who does, except for middle schoolers. So it's like barely pink. I'm gonna keep it in the pan and just let it hang out here. Really, all that's left to do is plate everything. The broccoli has 3 more minutes, and then we're done. On a regular night, we would have this exact meal: broccoli, ground beef, but with rice, and the only ingredients in this pasta is organic brown rice flour and water. That's it. So it's basically the same meal in a different font. Obviously, Matt eats more than me, so I'm gonna portion this out. Matt gets 200 grams of noodles. And then I'm gonna go get the ground beef. He also gets 200 grams of ground beef. That's true love, when you know each other's macros. I absolutely love cooking for my husband. I love it, love it, love it. I love cooking for him. I love trying new stuff and having him try it. For me, I'm gonna do 100 grams of noodles, 100 grams of beef. For both, I'm going to measure out the sauce. Of the serving size. The serving size on the sauce is 125 grams. So we're gonna do that on both. Perfect. And for broccoli, I'm gonna do 100 grams of for both. If you haven't tried broccoli in your pasta, like, don't knock it till you try it. It's delish. Adds fiber. It's amazing. Okay, cool. Now I'm just gonna mix this all up. So my husband is currently at work, so he'll come home to a home-cooked meal, which I love. Matt's plate. Okay. Well, that's that. Quad day pasta. Let me know what you want to see next.